Hello everybody, it's our Balverine again, and today I am unboxing the Labyrinth 40th Anniversary Edition set. In this case, it is the Piece of Cake Pledge level. So that is going to be the big box. It's going to be the Humongous Expansion, and it's going to be all the stretch goals, including multiple different minis, which should have spots in here. The box should have spots for not just the game and the expansions and all the minis, but it should also have room for several other games. Alright, now that is a huge box. There's almost a cube here. And I'll take it out of the packaging here in a moment. I just want to show all of that off. Now in my case, obviously, Piece of Cake edition, because I already have, as far as Labyrinth goes, I've got the board game, the Fieries and Goblins expansions, so there was no need to get all those again. I have the Tabletop RPG book, so no need to get that again. So, just get the Humongous Expansion, all the stretch goal stuff, and I will go back and get Ready Steady Worm at another point. I'll take that off. I believe this is for the Humongous Expansion itself. Really would have preferred it being so you could pull them out somehow instead of everything stacked, but that's okay. This obviously is for Labyrinth itself, and I will put that back on here. Set that aside so we can look at these. The marble upgrades. I'm guessing we're supposed to pop these out to put the marbles on there, but I don't recall. But all 5 of our character. William is now a playable character. Cool. Either that or it's for something else, but those spots for our figures, the cards. Put that back in here. Stack that here. That's probably for Ready Steady Worm. Oh, come on. This would be for... maybe I'm not sure. Because honestly, like I said, I don't have all of the other games, but I've got a fair amount. Ooh, now that's a thick one. Let's set this big chunk box aside. I'll set that down. That should be our new rule book. I'll take a look at the minis. And here are the cards that go with those. And we'll look at those in a minute. Yep. Very nice. So, do a quick flip through. It even shows the upgraded cards here. I'm curious if this is a complete rewrite or if we will actually see the new rules as an optional rules. I mean, obviously other than the rules for the minis, which I expect to be seeing soon. And it has been a while since I played this, so I would actually have to go back and compare it with the original rules just to see what's changed. And I will do that soon or later. Okay. Alright, that's the rules for the Goblins expansion added right in. Fiery's expansion. Then there's the Wise Man and Trash Lady, and I'll pull those figures out since we're talking about them. Would be the Wise Man. Where is our Trash Lady? Probably should have spun the Wise Man around as well. So I'll bring him back up. And then plays the Worm. And I believe that is just the same mold as the Ready Steady Worm token itself. And I like that each one has its own set of rules in the book. That was something that backers kept asking for. Here's our Humongous. The helmet goes on and off. Not sure if that is intentional or accidental that the axe is bent. Not complaining because it's just a nice touch, and I don't remember if it's that way in the movie. Actually, we'll leave the helmet off. I'm assuming that was off for a reason. Then again, the board to go with the Humongous. All sorts of rules for that. Now, interesting. I thought there was going to be more rules for the other minis. That surprises me. Because those literally do nothing now. They just take up space. Yeah, Wise Man, Trash Lady, the Worm. Interesting. Kind of disappointing, actually. But we'll look at the other minis here in a moment. Labyrinth Card Game. I haven't actually picked that up yet, but I think that's just more or less a tarot. Well, no, not tarot. It's another card game, but it's essentially a variant of. There's the rules for that. Because you can get a version of this with it. And that's likely what goes here. Ready, Steady, Worm, I'm assuming goes there. Alright. Well, let's look at the rest of these figures. Here is Sarah and Jareth dancing. Obviously the ballroom scene where the mirror breaks. Another Fiery. Baby Toby. You remind me of the babe. And Jareth himself with Toby. And again, I was expecting, based on the way they had made their comments, that each of these was going to have some sort of optional rule, not just 3 of them. But these should be the cards that go with, the Humongous Expansion, Axe, Advance, Rotate, an AI card, huh? Leave those in there for the moment. And then these... I thought these were just promo versions of those. Maybe they're ones for other. No, Ludo, Hoggle, Heroic Effort, Humongous, or Stratagema. Okay. Oh, maybe they're just bonus cards? Guess I'll have to read through the instructions and find out what those are actually for. Because I was expecting they'd be just promo card versions of existing cards, but that gives me the Humongous Expansion expectation. Unless it's two sets of cards that go with. Presumably. Well, maybe that's actually for Ready Steady Worm. Instead of... Oh, nope. It's probably just part of the special rules and a reminder. This looks like there's only one card in there. Maybe two. One card, two cards. Worm special ability. Oh yeah, they're just start of the game, so I think they're just notes to remind you. When taking a brawn test, if your die score is equal to the bad guy score, you lose the test. In group tests, this applies only if your die score is used. Okay, and then when moving as a group, your speed is the same as the friend with the higher brawn who's giving you a lift. So yeah, I don't think those are play cards as much as they are just reminder cards of rules. Interesting. But there are the goodies in this very big box. I don't know why I was expecting it to be smaller than that, but there's a monster. I will start putting my stuff in here. So, thank you for watching, and as always, happy gaming.